ufuna ubajabulisa ubathengela ibhotile yotywala. Les colonisateurs de chez nous en Afrique du Sud appellent cette chanson click song parce que eux ils ne savent pas dire uqongqothwane. Igqirha lendlela ke uqongqothwane. Igqirha lendlela kutja uqongqothwane. Igqirha lendlela oya uqongqothwane. Igqirha lendlela kutja uqongqothwane. Seleqabela qatapa ke hayi uqongqothwane. Selequbule qatapa awu uqongqothwane. Seleqabela qatapa ke hayi uqongqothwane. Selequbule qatapa uqongqothwane. Igqirha lendlela oya uqongqothwane. Igqirha lendlela kutja uqongqothwane. Seleqabela qatapa ke hayi uqongqothwane.
Oh man, isn't this just bringing back memories? Affectionately known as Mama Africa, Miriam Makeba was not only South Africa's musical icon, but also a global humanitarian ambassador. Now this year we recognize the 6th anniversary of her passing. That was on the 9th of November 2008. It's also exactly 50 years of her historical declaration, that anti-apartheid speech at the United Nations General Assembly. That was on the 9th of March 1964. Well, to remember and honor her legacy, the Ekurhuleni Jazz Comes Alive will commemorate Miriam Makeba through songs performed by mamas and divas featuring Dorothy Masuku, Abigail Kubeka, and Zenzi Makeba Lee. Now, that's Makeba's granddaughter, believe it or not. Well, joining me in studio now, I've got Dorothy and Abigail, other legends that we have here in South Africa. So nice to have you. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much for having us.
You were watching the footage now of Miriam performing in West Africa. I mean, she was in her 30s at that time.
Yes.
You were with her.
Yes, I was with her.
Yeah.
Because I was on tour with her for, Africa and Europe.
Yeah. And I mean, what was it like performing alongside Miriam Makeba?
For me, it was normal because we worked together here in South Africa for a very long time in the African jazz and variety, and so when she was out there, she called me to come up and we were together for a very long time.
And she would just light up a stage. I mean, because what I'm seeing there, from that young, youthful, beautiful face, that smile, that voice, she was the full package. Yeah, Sandy, was she? Everything that a musician should be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yet off stage, she was different. Very shy.
Miriam had.
She was shy off stage.
Very shy off stage.
She was a shy person.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
She never spoke. She would sit there and let two people babble, blah, 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 and she would just be looking at you quietly.
And to have such confidence to stand up in the United Nations and make a speech like she did in 1964, and that takes more courage coming from a shy person.
Because it was from her heart. She was talking about what she was experiencing, what she was feeling, and what made her, sad in her own country. It wasn't something that she was here to look for and make up stories. No. She was just being honest and just telling the truth.
Just speaking from the heart, how influential was that speech?
It was very influential because I'll tell you something. There were people at that time who didn't know when you say South Africa, they thought, what are you talking about? But Miriam introduced this part of the world when she went to the States. People began to say, South Africa, where is South? Because a lot of people, especially black people in the States, they knew about Morocco, they knew about that part of Africa, not much of the South. But Zenzi, Miriam, she introduced this part of through a song.
We've actually got the speech, and just for viewers, let's play a little, just a a small excerpt from the speech that she gave at the UN General Assembly back in 1964. This year, of course, marking the 50th anniversary. Let's have a quick listen.
I ask you and all the leaders of the world, would you act differently? Would you keep silent and do nothing if you were in our place? Would you not resist if you were allowed no rights in your own country because the color of your skin is different to that of the rulers? And if you were punished for even asking for equality? I appeal to you and through you to all the countries of the world to do everything you can to stop the coming tragedy. I appeal to you to save the lives of our leaders, to empty the prisons of all those who should never have been there.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
I mean, you look back all these years, and she was in her 20s at that time. She sounded like a young child appealing to the world.
She was with Harry Belafonte and them at the time.
And she didn't go there especially to go and address United Nations.
No.
She had gone to America because of the premiere. It was a premiere of a documentary, a political documentary that was being shot in South Africa, where we performed with her, the Skylarks with Miriam Makeba. And when it was premiered, you know, and then they asked her to come over. And when she got there, after the premiere, and then she hooked up with Belafonte, and then Belafonte put her on the next platform. So she left. She wasn't a politician. We were all shocked, you know, when all this was happening. We were saying, what? She's a politician now, you know?
That's amazing. That just shows you she was so influential in her way and so beautiful. Well, I'm sorry Zenzi's not here because this, of course, being Miriam Makeba's granddaughter, what is it like for her? You know, what's it like performing alongside her? Because we're going to talk about what's happening tonight because this is massive. But Zenzi, working with her, does she sound like her grandmother?
The person who worked more with her was Zenzi's mother.
Yeah.
Because Bongi was real Makeba. You know, she was very hip. She really was her mother's daughter. Now, the granddaughter is doing it.
Yeah.
But not as much as her mother. She's also shy.
Yeah, she's very
shy.
She always says, oh, you know, I feel so honored. And I'm, you know, to be working with you. I just don't know whether I'm doing the right thing or is it okay? My singing, you know, she's so.
That's beautiful.
Because when she sees me and Abigail, she's seeing her grandmother.
Well, of course, and she's starstruck. Let's not kid. I mean, we get starstruck when you guys walk in here. Tell me quickly. I got to wrap this. Tonight, you're performing.
Tomorrow night.
It's tomorrow night, I beg your pardon. It is tomorrow night. You're performing at the Ekurhuleni Jazz. Tell me, tickets, can we get them on CompuTicket or where do we get tickets? Do you know? I'm going to find out. Don't worry. You keep your voices. I'll tell you. So I'll find out the tickets, but it is tomorrow night.
It is tomorrow night.
And this is in celebration. You're going to be singing all of her songs.
It will be. Very. It's always emotional when we do these shows. You know, paying tribute to Miriam because we still cannot find closure to what happened. You know, it's. Every time we perform, it's like she's with us. You know, we can't let her go.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Ladies, thank you. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you. It's always lovely to see you.
Thanks for having us.
And Dorothy Masuku and Abigail Kubeka performing tomorrow night at the Ekurhuleni Jazz Comes Alive. I'm going to find you details. I promise you. We're going to Google and find it all for you now. So stay tuned. We'll see you after this.